So what are we going to get for the arena? We are going to get Rogue, Thrall, or Rogue, Shaman, or Priest. I know Rogue. Rogue is Tempo Queen, but I don't like Tempo playstyle usually. I'll do Priest, because I like Priest. Curious, Glimmer Root. My control tech has too much value, unfortunately, in Arena. It's not something people usually play around. This is a consistently decent card for keeping things alive, nor myself. This is a really great card for keeping things alive, and so I'll take Nesting. I don't summon a lot of minions usually, but when I do, having the additional value doesn't hurt. Fairy Dragon does do dragon shenanigans. But this gives me more value, usually, even if it has less health. I'll take Knife Juggler. Someday you'll be just like me. Useless. Like, why would I ever take this? This is a 3-mana 3/3 is okay. Even though this has odd stat distribution, it's still good. It's really good with Knife Juggler. Spring Rocket is funny. Raven... Ooh, it's either I get 2 random 1-drops, which can basically Matryoshka Doll out, because I think I can get Jeweled Macaw off of a 1-drop, which will then get me another Beast, which can, like, I can Matryoshka Doll value off of it. Or I can Witchwood Piper, which is a has decent stats, and makes it so my future draws are better. You know, consistency is better in Arena. I would love to activate Duskbreaker. I have no dragons. Duskbreaker is amazing, but Bone Mare is consistently better. Do I have anything at all? No, I have Battle Cries. Topsy-Turvy is worthless. Replicate, however, can do hilarious things. Replicate is great with Cursed Disciple, but instead I'm gonna take Mad Bomber. It's better early game. Even if it hits my own face, it's not like it matters against Priest, usually, because they would have to overwhelm me on board. Or Grim Necromancer. Yeah, it's between these two. 4 mana, 4/6. Has more value with Knife Juggler, but that's also assuming I get Knife Juggler, even though I have 2 things I actually search for it. We'll go with Grim Necromancer for right now. Sure, I'll take a dragon under the assumption that I can actually kill the stuff afterwards. Well, there's dragon. More dragon synergy. I will take Alkani, though. Once again, can't guarantee I have a dragon. Oh, God. What do I do? What do I do? There are not a lot of enemy high defense minions, because you usually want a good balance of attack and health. And so Shadow Priest isn't as good as Shadow Ascendant, and so I will take it just because it's such a good 2-drop. You can get like a 1-drop with it, or if you just put it out after anything else. For same reasons, we'll do Stormwind, because we seem to generate a lot of tokens. It's low chance. It's a very low chance. I'm still gonna do it. I've got some big stuff already. Oh. Dark Shui Der Witch. You know what? Why the heck not? If you want, feel free to join on my friends list. It's the name you see on the stream. And hashtag 1955. Why not? I can always use someone to do the quest with. Wow, when I put it that way, I sound like a complete a-hole. I'm sorry, Zalrock! Corrosive Sludge or Sated Threshodon? He was a skater bot. He said, see ya. Streaking cannot physically be ignored. Loose specimen is funny, but no thanks. I do love me some eggs. What is this deck supposed to be? What does it want to be? I don't know. I mean, this gives me two options to try to get the Circle of Healing off, but I see Giant in a deck that I'm making a lot of minions in. I don't have any elemental synergies whatsoever. None at all.
Salutations and welcome to the Brain Trust.
I just realized, thank you for the follow, my darkish friend. I put that in, like, the middle, like... I keep forgetting to put this in, like, the bottom section of the screen, so I can't see anything that goes on up there. I guess we'll go with Igneous. Because Quartz, while nice, I can't guarantee I'm able to attack with it each and every single turn. Although Loot Hoarder is just straight good for finding my stuff, so, you know, I'll take it. Shadow Word Pain, because there's no removal in the deck. Spirit Lash is the most anti-synergy I think I could possibly see. I'm going to take it, though, because damage is great. Necrotic Geist is one of the best synergies I think I've ever seen. Tar Creeper is amazing, but Power Word Shield is nice. Holy Water does give me that nice little friend invite. Interesting. Oh well. Here, I'll just post it out here. Because I don't think you did, because it's not showing up. Charge Devilsaur. Or Holy Water. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the friends list. I could try to fight you with dumb decks. Charge Devilsaur? No, we can Holy Water. Bone Mare or Death? Death is cheap. Wolf Rider, because why not? Ooh. Oh. I don't have that many spells for Lyra. Chameleos is a really, really funny card, and then we could, like, Black Knight? Maybe? Possibly. Black Knight? It's the most consistently good one, because Lyra requires that I have a spell in hand. Black Knight merely requires that there's a taunt minion, and there's a lot of big taunt minions. There's also a lot of small taunt minions. And Chameleos requires my opponent's... Like, it's the assumption that my opponent's deck is better than mine. Fair enough. I have a few terrible decks that I've constructed. A really dumb hunter deck that honestly should never see the light of day. Hopefully it wasn't Arena Draft. Wasn't... Okay. Well, we'll see how quickly it takes for me to die in this arena.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh maybe yes. God, what is this setup? I still love the fact that I opened a Golden Black Knight, and now it's so bad because it's like I destroy one minion, but most minions have to kill like 2 or 3 to be considered worthwhile. No, there's no reason to coin anything out. Also, Spirit Lash, get out of here. Nobody wants you.
Put this apple on your head.
What even is the setup? I have reached 11 wins exactly once, and that was on a really, really good day. Now, there's a It's a little bit better... No, it's about a 50-50 chance to kill this one. Yes! Beautiful! I'm also drawing every single high drop in this deck, so this might go really poorly. We'll see. Born again, howling. Let's see if this kills it, because I don't want that thing to live. Alright. Let's see what you can do. I can tell my opponent's probably not happy already with how this is going. But then again, this deck is basically designed to be really swingy. It doesn't have a whole lot of early game, but when it does get its early game is good.
Must consider.
God, I forgot how annoying Knife Juggler was to play against. Wow! I'm sorry, sir. We just got the God draw, and he just said, I don't want to play this anymore. Little did he know that if he actually killed my stuff, there was no way I could possibly defeat him. Because all I had were high costs. I reached 11 wins exactly once, and I think it was at the height of... it was the height of the Grand Tournament arena that I reached 11 wins. This is well before I was actually streaming Hearthstone, though. It was when I was at COD. I was just messing around. Yeah, good game. Jesus. Spirit Lash, I know you love me, but please no. And you get out of here. I'm gonna have to hold on to Pain. Let's try and get our early drops and aggressively mull. God, am I gonna have to coin a Shrieking Shroom? You know, I can't really say I hate that idea. That's actually not that bad of a play. Or, not a bad card, in all honesty. What did you get? Succubus?
You're in trouble now.
Discarding a Spirit Bomb, so I know for a fact you don't have a response. I do. It's on 3. It's a quick response. Let's gamble and hope he doesn't have anything. Because all I'm losing here is the coin, and if he doesn't...
That was a mistake.
Was it?
For the crusade!
Alright, it's slow. Fair enough. A lot has changed, and hey, you came at literally one of the best times to do it, to get the 100 wins thing off of it. Do I just... You know, let's clear you off, because I would like to keep my annoying stuff here, and I could just try to pressure him a bit more, because I can get the nesting rock off of this. Because you would have to clear my 1-1 perfectly. Fine. I could Marsh Drake, which... Marsh Drake isn't too awful. My lowest costing minion is 2. Thing is, he's just going to be able to start playing stuff, and I don't like that. But this trade... I need things that trade effectively. We'll hope the Marsh Drake is enough. It's at an annoying enough health total. It might not be, and I might be doomed. I don't know what synergies he's got in his deck so far. Do you have multiple Spirit Bombs? Oh no, you have a spell. Oh my gosh, you are the king of removal, sir. Well, oh, thank God. Well, at least I can deal with his board. That was kind of terrifying. Yeah, I took a small, like, month or 2 month long break from Hearthstone around Boomsday's release. Well, around Witchwood and Boomsday. If only because I just wasn't feeling it. None of those expansions were creating decks that I would have loved to play, with cards that I actually had. Although, with Rakistan's release, I'm coming back into it. If only because Rakistan's release gives a lot of very interesting options for me to play around with.
Don't touch the air.
Alrighty then, let's see what you got. There's a couple of interesting cards. Well, there's exactly one interesting card that's coming out, and it's the Paladin's spell that they've released so far. But I want to see what else they're doing, because it seems like they're making the costs a lot more aggressive in this most recent iteration of HS, which I say is perfectly fine, well within what they can do. Sure.
Come dance to my song.
Hubba hubba.
You are the shadows.
I am going to assume combo for right now. If only because it seems moderately oriented towards combo. We've got something that makes Paladins immune for multiple turns, which works exceedingly well with Death Knight. What, do you have a full clear for this or something like that? There's a Hellfire. That hasn't killed it yet. You can Despicable, I think that's about the only thing you got.
For Najatar.
Medic. No, this prevents it from Hellfire from clearing. And you know what? We'll temp out a Mind Control tech. Although I could have circled instead, and that would have guaranteed things would have lived, but I'm saving it because he might pull out a bunch of minions all at once. Oh, no, he's fairly dead. That's a lot of spell stones. I can either sated. No, I can just keep going. I'm under no obligation to stop, no matter how many spell stones and spirit bombs he's got.
Pass me that arc light scatter.
Yeah, so far it seems like combo is what it looks like.
My brilliance knows no bounds.
Do this. Circle to clear your stuff. Necromancer, heal your face. And we'll see who can clear who, because right now I know you can't clear. Even if you had a Hellfire, you shouldn't be able to clear this. Or maybe you will. Wow. What a top deck. He realizes that if he doesn't clear it, I can't be stuck. Really? Okay, that's fine. A nuisance, but not impossible to deal with. Nah, I don't believe you have another.
Ooh, the red one tastes like cherries.
It still pretty effectively clears his board. Because right now he has to assume I don't draw anything that deals with any of his smaller stuff. Although if he wants to play it smart, he trades away his... He trades his 3/3 into just one of the 1/1s, and he's good for now. And he just assumes I don't draw anything else that can accelerate my game plan. There you go. You did math.
Mind if I roll me?
Funnily enough, this is actually one of the better outcomes. Because he can't kill his own... I play the Sea Giant, there's not a whole lot I can do. I play the Black Knight, and I might be able to cast the Sea Giant anyway, which will allow me to start beating face. And just hope he doesn't get a taunt.
This was not in my contract.
Sweet. It doesn't necessarily represent lethal, but I get the feeling he's got another big thing up his sleeve if he didn't play a minion. Maybe. I'm kind of doubtful, and maybe my skittishness is making it so I'm going to lose by not playing the Sea Giant. But I'd rather see if I can pull something out of nowhere. Come on, Warlock. Play your last pathetic card, Yugi. Ooh, this might actually come down to fatigue.
I'm unstable.
At last, a worthy foe.
Oh? What is it? Oh, it's Drain Soul. Alright, well, you got nothing. Oh, that would be beautiful. It allows me to deal 6 right now. Gives me something else for him to fight about. No, just play the big guy. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless he has something like King Crush, he's not going to be able to kill me. I have a deck tracker, but it's back at home. Like, I'm currently in college at a dorm. Ergo, my deck tracker is at home, and I just haven't... I kind of just did the Hearthstone on a spur of the moment.
Well played.
Well played. Good Warlock. And so I just never bothered installing a deck tracker here. It would be good for me to have a deck tracker, because I'm used to playing with one, but, well, here I am. In all honesty, I have some other things I need to do, like maybe continue a coding project that's due, or continue some portions of a coding project that we should be working on for tomorrow, but hey, here I am streaming instead, because I just don't feel like doing anything as of right now, really. And I could just kind of go to sleep and relax tonight. Be wonderful. Typical college student streams, just lying down and relaxing, something that never happens.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Exactly.
The light
Thank you.
shall bring victory.
Thank you for the support. It's always appreciated. Do I tempo a Shadow Ascendant, or do I hope to get something else? It looks like I tempo Shadow Ascendant on a naked board. Hopefully he doesn't play anything and that I get to do the turn 2 play, but I never know.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
Now that I think about it, the Shadow Ascendant was a weird choice. Although, it's still a really good choice. Oh yeah, see? It's worth it. It's worth a response, usually. Sure. We're gonna play the Egg Napper, if only because the Egg Napper is stronger. And with Knife Juggler, if, like, he plays something that really requires it, I can Knife Juggler and hope I get rid of most of his stuff. Otherwise, I could hold the Knife Juggler in reserve and then probably do a Knife Juggler turn on turn 5? That's not, I gotta feel not good. I have to start acting up as I want to go to sleep. That's computers for you. You never know exactly what they're doing, but they're usually doing something awful. I'm sorry, Flair. Hey, it's like me when I try to play Dead by Daylight, and my laptop just says no, and just crashes to desktop, and gives no warning, and no matter what fix I've tried, it just doesn't fix itself. On the bright side, I can always play it when I go back home.
So many possibilities.
Agreed. Are you, like, defiling? Are you board clearing? Or dreadlording? Yeah, you're dreadlording. Alright. Alright, well.
Put this apple on your head. Okay? Hitchy? Go! Get him!
Let's see what I got. Wow.
For the master.
Acceptable. Sure, you know what? I can take it.
Extraordinary.
I know it gets kind of, like, cleared and stuff like that. I don't mind it. Because I don't have another play unless I want to play a mind control tech, and that's a little bit more valuable, especially against a warlock, who I'm assuming is going to start playing a bunch of stuff. Like I said, calculated. You see why it's calculated? We're just going to steal that Dreadlord. Oh. Disappointed.
Thank you.
What time is it? 4:22 a.m. Fair. Well, hopefully everything works out for you. What did you shadow bolted it? Why? I wish I could have your problem, Flair. Right. Oh god, it's November 7th. I need to start looking for a job. Why are all warlocks the gods of removal? The last opponent I fought had 2 spirit bot. Wait a minute. Is this the same warlock? No, because he didn't show any of these cards when I was playing him last time. Witchwood Piper? What would I draw off of Witchwood? It'd be something that's not really worth my time as of right now. Because it would be a Loot Hoarder. It was a 2/1 Loot Hoarder, and I've got nothing else. Fair enough, that's right, because you had, your job's union or whatever was doing something incredibly stupid, or your boss was actually doing something incredibly stupid, I think.
I am the blade of the gods.
Alright, so right now I think I'm dead unless I get something amazing, so I'm gonna Witchwood Piper.
Come dance to my song.
It's a Loot Hoarder. Unsurprising. Attack you. Heal up my own body, and then hope I get a taunt. Nope. And that is the first loss. Just because I didn't want to play the 3-3. Fair enough.
Well played.
Yep. This seems a lot like the previous Warlock. I'm gonna have to take a look at the highlights and eventually see if that is the exact same Warlock as before. And I'm just playing the same guy and like low rank late at night.